November 25th, and it's time for the Webster County Board of Supervisors meeting. First item on the agenda is to approve previous meeting minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move item 1.
I'll second.
Motion is second. Do you have any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 2 is to receive and place on file drainage repairs. Today I have 2 to report. The first one is Drainage District number 2 in Washington Township. We have a blowout in the ditch bank on the south side of the ditch, turned in by Dave Castenson. And the second one is Drainage District number 2 in Lost Grove Township. And we have to replace a surface drain on the south side of the ditch. And this is also turned in by Dave Castenson.
Mr. Chairman, I move the drainage. Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 3, to receive and place on file the resignation of Patrick Riley, part-time correctional officer, effective November 14th of 2014.
Mr. Chairman, I move item 3. Second motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 4 is to receive and place on file the resignation of Adam Winninger, typist advanced, effective November 26th, 2014.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Take a motion second. Discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 5 is to receive and place on file the status change of Corey Simpson, a part-time correctional officer to full-time correctional officer, effective December 1st of 2014, as per the recommendation of Steve Alford's jail administrator.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move item 5.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
A motion second. Any discussion on that? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 6, approve a wage increase for Ashley Guthrie, correctional officer, to $14.73 per hour, effective November 13th of 2014, as per labor agreement.
Mr. Chairman, I move item number 6. Second.
Motion second. Discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 7, receive and place on fire, excuse me, before, we will not burn the manure management plans today. We'll put them on file. The manure management plan update for the Mark and Peterson facility in section 30 of Dayton Township.
Mr. Chairman, I move item 7. Second motion, Mr. Chairman.
We have a motion second. Discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 8, approve a Class C liquor license renewal application for the Willow Ridge Golf Course, effective December 30th of 2014.
So moved, Mr. Chairman. Second.
Motion second. Discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 9, approve transfers from the general basic fund in the amount of $136,438 to the secondary road fund and rural services fund in the amount of $1,304,012 to the secondary road fund as per the fiscal year 2014-2015 budget.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move item 9.
I'll second, Mr. Chairman.
Motion second. Do you have any discussion? I assume the road department has designs on this money and spend it appropriately. Of course. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 10, approve and authorize the chair to sign a proposal for 2 single-access control doors in the amount of $11,240 for the Public Health Department and 1 access control double door in the amount of $3,610 for the County Attorney's Department.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move item number 10.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Mr. Campbell, do you have any explanation for us today?
This is part of the remodeling process for the public health offices on the 2nd floor, and at that time, we contacted the county attorney's office for added security for them. Also, they will use a key fob system to get in and out of their offices.
Any questions on that, anyone?
Yes, sir.
On the double door, if that's a handicap accessible door, okay, is that in itself implies a problem?
Is that on northeast door?
And the public health part is above and beyond the construction work.
Yeah. The double door will only be fobbed on one side, but the other side is still a push bar for fire.
Right.
comments?
We have access to the handicap.
There's still access on the south side also, which is a bigger doorway there. Yeah, and this will all be controlled through the sheriff's system that he currently has. We all administered by him.
Okay. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Number 10 passes. Next item, excuse me, next item on the agenda is Mr. Cliff Weldon and Dan Lewandowski to present the home-based Iowa resolution. Gentlemen, please come forward.
Morning. Dan Lewandowski, Station Chairman Lewandowski, that's okay. My wife a few times to say it right. Myself, along with Mr. Weldon here, are here this morning to give you a little synopsis of what home-based Iowa is and what we do for the community. I passed out like I said, a synopsis of what it is, and it's kind of parlays off of what the governor has signed last May, law, helping veterans that are transitioning back into the civilian world from the armed forces as they are coming the reduction in forces. And what it is companies have agreed to hire a certain percentage of veterans within their organizations, companies, for the betterment of their business, and also to make the transition less stressful for veterans coming back, dealing with just the movement of the family, basically, into the community. And what we want to do with Home-Based Iowa, as far as a region and the city of Fort Dodge, is to let the veterans know that we welcome them back, we appreciate what they've done, and we know that they have the higher standards and skills necessary to help the company. Okay. Last night, the city council also signed a resolution in support of this. So at this time, we are asking that the city supervisors do the same.
Just like that, there are actually 4 requirements for an area to become a home-based Iowa community. Dan mentioned the businesses. You have to have 10% of your specified businesses sign up. You also have to have a resolution from your government agency. That's why we're here today. You have to purchase signage, which we're seeking money from local service clubs, and we have some commitments already to do that. We'll continue to work on that project. And then we have to develop an incentive package. A copy of the incentives is in the package that Dan passed out to you. Our Webster County Home-Based Iowa group will also be a part of the Mid-Iowa Growth Partner regional group. So there'll be 9 counties in one large contiguous area in Iowa that will be the Home-Based Iowa region, we hope, if all the counties agree to do that. And that will be marketed to these transitioning soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines as they come out of the military, to tell them about Iowa, ask them to consider moving here. As you know, we have a problem with workforce in our community. These are good workers with good high-tech skills, and we need to bring them back. So we developed the incentive package. We have from the Community Foundation some money to help pay for hotel stays for these service members as they come back and do job interviews. We have money to help them with their meals in the restaurants. And we have gift packages. We also have already through existing Growth Alliance programs, the sponsor tour So when a serviceman comes back, or servicewoman comes back, they can be picked up by a sponsor, a true person, and they'll be shown the community. So we have quite a list of incentives. Iowa Central already has quite a few incentives. So as you can see, just from incentives, we have a lot of partners in this. The city, we're given rec bucks to be used at the rec center, so that people come back and can see what our golf courses are like, those kinds of things. Just to entice the soldiers, sailors, airmen, money, come back and look at Fort Dodge, look at Webster County as a place they want to live. So,
Also with that, the last page is the front page of the website. And currently, the goal of the home base Iowa is to have every county become a home base Iowa county. Therefore, at this point, we want to make Webster County the fifth one. The website will give a synopsis of the soldier looking, let's say, let's say from Georgia. You've got, and he's getting out of Fort Benning, but he's got family up in Iowa. Well, human instinct says to draw the family, that soldier back to his family. It'll be, for mom and dad, the farm, or whatever the case may be. So he can go on the website and see what companies are out there also. So he doesn't have to come here, now what I do. So it helps him out. Takes less stress off the family, especially if he's got kids or of that nature, as they're traveling. So.
Thank you. We'll move on to the next item, is adopt and authorize the chair to sign home-based Iowa resolution. Make a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move item number 12.
Second. Motion and second, so for everyone's benefit, I will read the Webster County home-based Iowa resolution. Whereas, through their steadfast defense of America's ideals, our service members have ensured our country still stands strong, our founding principles still shine, and nations around the world know the blessings of freedom. And whereas the selflessness of our service members is unmatched, and they remind us that there are few things more fundamentally American than doing our utmost to make a difference in the lives of others. And whereas, just as our veterans stood watch on our freedom frontier, so have they safeguarded the prosperity of our nation and our neighborhoods, our businesses, and our homes. And whereas, serving as teachers and engineers, parents, and local government employees, these patriots have made contributions to civilian life that serve as a testament to their dedication to the welfare of our country. And whereas the governor of Iowa signed the Home-Based Iowa Act into law on May 26, 2014, which provides for efforts to recruit veterans to the state of Iowa. And whereas the Board of Supervisors wish to honor and support individuals who have served our country as veterans and continue serving our city as local community leaders. And now therefore, let it be resolved by the Webster County Board of Supervisors that the county supports the efforts of the Mid-Iowa Growth Partnership to establish a home-based Iowa region, including Webster County, and strongly encourages community support for this important initiative. Proclaimed this 25th day of November, 2014. Any comments or discussion? All those in favor of adopting the Webster County Home-Based Iowa resolution signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Item number 13, discuss closing the county offices and departments the Friday following the Christmas holiday. Second motion. We have a motion and a second to discuss the closing of the county offices following Friday, or the Friday following the Christmas holiday. So, gentlemen, discuss.
I'd like to hear from the sheriff and the road department, what they do, just when this happens.
Well, Jamie, go ahead.
I think we're kind of hoping this year, or maybe a couple of years ago, we did this. Kind of hoping this year we could turn it into not just closing out, but give every employee, just make it a holiday.
A floating holiday.
And that way we have a procedure
So this year's a floating holiday?
Not necessarily floating holidays, call that day a holiday, the day after Christmas. And then, because we already have a procedure in place for when people work on holidays, if our guys get called in, we're already gonna wait to take care of it. Because if you give them a floating holiday, it's kind of a little bit of footwork, but
Yeah, I guess when I asked to have this put on the agenda, I wasn't planning on making this a yearly thing, I was just, this year because it's a.
oh yeah, just a one-time thing.
Right, okay, I guess I was thinking you went every year, but, okay.
We would just rather not have it be a floating holiday, whereas if the guys work that day, then they get to take a holiday at a different time.
At regular pay, that time and a half. Okay, would that work for you, Sheriff?
Ours is what you would call a floating holiday because we work 24/7 anyway, and everybody is given by contract 10 floating holidays per year to use at their own discretion. If you would enact this, then what I would do is that the people on, the ones on the road, the ones that typically wouldn't be off anyway, would get one extra holiday at straight time to use at their time, and it would have to be used by the end of the contract year.
How does that affect public health?
We have that same type of thing. We have to have, we have daily nursing changes right now, so I may need to have 2 staff on call, but that's not.
But then you would acknowledge that they would have a future holiday or a future day to use up mainly, okay? Judy, would that affect your office? Okay. Carol, yours? All right.
Amy, is there any problems with that?
Does that affect your office and
Yeah.
staff, Amy?
Yeah. I just want to make sure that we're doing something that doesn't conflict with contracts in place or anything. Like saying all of a sudden picking a day and calling it a holiday, I just want to make sure that.
Well, we did something similar in 2012, I believe, where we took the entire Christmas Eve day instead of a half day. And so we just kind of awarded those as floating holidays to the sheriff department. And I'm not sure how the roads handled it at that time, but I understand what Jamie's saying, and that should work.
Okay. And we're not the only county considering this, or the only county doing this, there are quite a few other counties that already have had this discussion and passed it, so.
Technical question that I have, and I think I know the answer, but technically each department head has the authority or has the freedom, elected department head, correct, to give the employees of that department the day off. Well, on the other hand, I'm not sure about the state liable, if this is a holiday for them or not. So in essence, the courthouse would remain open if the clerk of court, for example, is open. And it would not affect necessarily the county's services here, it's just we mandated or they allowed it to be closed. But in the same breath, I don't know about the clerk of court.
State, so.
At state, but the courthouse, in that case, would remain open.
We done discussing, anyone want to make a motion? We don't have any motions.
I'll move that we go ahead and close or off the opportunity for them to consider it a holiday.
One time.
Oh, yeah, one time.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Bob's motion passes to make the day after Christmas holiday. Item number 14, approve and authorize the chair to sign a utility permit from Frontier Communications to copper telecommunications cable on the new Hall Road entrance along the west side of Sampson Avenue, approximately 2,300 feet north of 180th Street, Section 12, Township 89 North, Range 28 West of Cooper Township.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move item 14.
I'll second, Mr. Chairman.
Motion second, any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of the utility permit, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. Item number 15, approve and authorize the chair to sign a utility permit from Mid-America Energy to set poles and have their customer, Kim Martin, hire Martin Builders Company to bore 2-inch conduit under Baxter Avenue for a single-phase electrical service to a new house at 2363 Baxter Avenue, excuse me, in Section 6, Township 89 North, Range 30 West of Fulton Township.
Mr. Chairman, I move item number 15.
Second.
Motion and second, any discussion, concerns, comments? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. And number 16 is to receive and place on file an 18-month wage adjustment for Mike Schreier, Class C equipment operator to $21.80 per hour effective November 28th of 2014 as per labor agreement.
Mr. Chairman, I move item 16.
Second motion, Mr. Chairman.
We have a motion and second, any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. Now comes the time for the citizens to address the board with any items that are not on the agenda and yet they feel compelled to speak to the board. There's some visitors that are welcome to come.
We have a student that has a presentation, I think. Hopefully, he didn't bring his presentation.
Recommended highly by the.
Did you get your paper signed before this?
Okay, moving on. Board of Supervisors Committee reports.
Hazmat met last week, and there'll be more to come on this, but they finally got approval to be a 501c organization, so we can start soliciting donations from companies or individuals for large equipment purchases and that, so that'll be good. I think we'll look out for taxpayer, when those come up, we usually have to buy in with that taxpayer money, so I'll give you more information.
Continuing on the record, broken record avenue, maybe you saw 60 Minutes on Sunday, which in which they talked about increasing the federal gas tax. And in essence, we do not have a transportation bill. We haven't had one for a long period of time. It just simply continue to extend what we had. Bottom line is going to be becoming more and more costly for the federal government to take care of its own roads, much less the state and county roads as well. The answer continues to be only one. It's no.
Well, I'm pleased to report that Webster County, as well as the city of Fort Dodge and the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance and the Iowa Central Community College had the opportunity to meet with our new senators, Kreinbrink yesterday. And Mr. Kreinbrink is well aware of what's happening with Highway 20, and that feels that if he is successful in getting the road completed in 4 years, and he'll never have to run for office again, and he will have the unending love of Bob Singer.
Well, that's
Yeah.
But, no, a good opportunity for our area to give a strong showing for what is happening on the positive side here in Webster County, and to encourage our new senator to continue to sell this area as a resource for the whole state of Iowa, so that was good. I am going to tell the board that I'm going to weenie out tomorrow and will not drive all the way to Alameda County for a 2-hour meeting. So I'll be attending the CSS board meeting via teleconference out of Clarion. I do not like those types of formats because I feel that you lose a lot by doing that, but the weather's supposed to be starting to snow tonight, and so I'm weaning out and I'll go to Clarion tomorrow. But many significant things that are going on. Just for your information, the state has kind of come back to the CSS region and said, no, you're going to change some of your policies to fall in line with what the state is forcing the rest of the regions to do too. So, we like to say we have our independence, but in many ways, Big Brother is still controlling what we do. So, anyway, big meeting tomorrow to talk about our cash reserves and things like that too. looks very likely that we will be reducing the tax, asking from 27.28 to 37. That's all I have.
And Carol, you got public notices out for the corporate remodels last week? And
Yes.
plans are out. Any contractors did not receive a set, they can contact us to get a set. Public hearing is next Tuesday, and construction is ahead of schedule on public health offices. Boston Construction is working diligently and making great progress up there. They're going to be painting, and I think ceiling's going next week.
Okay. Anything else for the good of the cause? Seeing that, did you have something?
Wish everybody happy Thanksgiving, North, sweet.
Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Keith.
That's right, from the head turkey. I will now take,
Glad HR was here for that.
I will now take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. This is called seasoning.
Going back to parents this week? Yeah. Joey's really coming home now. My sisters from Minnesota are coming, so. I'll be back for Christmas, so I'll look forward to that.
Service members back.
How can you slow it? Be all right. Well, actually, they're in the same meeting. Computers, all of them, books, It's bad.
It's bad to come out here. But you're off real quick. Another guy about finance.
Save you money, save your soul.
You just have to give all your money.
Right. Leave it to Dave and I'll send you.
Last year, I know that's the way I saw it.
Government, sure is. Cedar Rapids, that's actually,
Because that's something our job, I said, I don't want to.
oh, I was Pittsburgh, yes. I thought you were on TV. Yeah, I was out. Pittsburgh, trying to get on.
Alright, cool.
Is that Bob?
Oh, yeah. I told you that.
Well, thank you very much. Pop that on as well. It's always got something on it. Sure, it's on it.
Well,
Smith County.
I'd like to see it.
Cool, thank you very much. Holiday weeks are tough for me, so I'm certainly the homemade sauce.
No, I'm with the Midas County Truck.
you're just a natural.
Is that
Your brother-in-law did tell me that ever since you got that job, your answers were turned. Very political.
Right now, we need to finish up with
Oh, it's not.
well, there's several ways you can stop with these guys. We'll start here and I'll start here. Why not?
Pretty cool, thank you very much.
Irritating old retired.
Well, you know, they help me out. Still some fine tuning, some things, for the most part, it's developed. We're getting the signs purchased. Now, the last piece of the puzzle is
The other thing is, so it's like a hard stop, it is not, that street is way too big, way too big. We've only got, we have our, this, out to.
Now you hear that, whatever state that you use it for, that's for new refrigerator was there. So,
Yeah, but it didn't sign it, it was just, it was like, maybe you didn't use the signs,
Oh,
and
well.
you put them to the parking lot. But these are, reserved parking. Really?
You guys think you have. That's Thursday.
that would be Thursday.
people that you guys get them on, because you're here. Have groups here, have something else here, and they're gonna consider coming to you.
Yeah, it's all the same as
So they transition. That's only that.
It's not,
Well, if you
it's
took a president,
A lot of people.
Yeah, we've heard about
Way
that.
more people
yeah, I
talk.
figured you would, I opened the door yesterday, it's now, and,
And we need them to kill them all the time, we need them to fill our jobs, we need them to bring our kids, put in our school system. We need them to
Excuse me, Bryce.
So, those are the ones that hopefully consider.
Thanks for moving those trees.
Have a good trip.
Yeah, I'll stay.
No, no, no.
Do you want to come? Anyway, so I'll see you all on Thursday, coming back here.
See you on Thursday,
No, we're gonna.
stay through,
We'll race one.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's right. No, I
well,
don't-
I mean, Saturday, I'll just
Yeah, well, sure. We have to pay $17. Charging you. So you got maybe you won't. Why? I don't know. It's like going to the dentist.
I'm okay.
That's what the BE wants. Thanks, guys. Yeah, we should probably even have.
Could you send me the, December
Not anymore, no,
meeting with all the
because,
legislation that's
same
going to be
government
here?
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you?
We're gonna let go of it.
Big Thanksgiving plans?
Well,
Really,
just
that
go
came
over
to
it.
me.
What do you think?
All right.
The federal government will not do that. No, yeah, that's right, sir. Like,
No, we're going hard this week.
so they left it on with,
You gonna say anything more about the bottom line?
So what you're saying is you couldn't.
Dan, didn't you have it yet?
Did you have any money in advance for that $17 bill?
Of course, they got.
Do I need it in advance?
No, you just pay that.
Yeah, well, I don't blame you. Somebody's got to do the job, you know? God, that's right. I said, this is morning, noon, and night, there you are.
Hey, Dan. Good.
Yeah. Have you had, have you had this night?
Hey.
Talking about the.
Not yet.
No, you got the-
It's on our radar.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good luck, Mark. Reduce slash.
Mark, what's Ernie saying?